Hi, I'm Vanessa. I'm 14 years old and I have OCD.
Hi, I'm Chris Baier. I'm her dad and her dad. And I'm a parent of a child with OCD as well as a filmmaker.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Baier. I'm a sibling of Vanessa, and this is my dad.
The first person who diagnosed me with OCD was an art therapist that I had. We didn't know what was going on at the time, so the person would do art and she would talk to me, and we were very, very thankful that on our fifth or sixth session, she instead of doing art, she brought in a book called
Blink, blink.
Blink Blink Clop Clop.
That's the one they read to me.
Yeah, I read it to you.
Yeah.
She read the book to me and explained to me what OCD was and how I was showing symptoms of it, and that I needed to get diagnosed with it, and that she couldn't help me in the way that I needed. So we were really, really thankful that she was able to do that and educate us about OCD. And after that, we found the current therapist that I have, and I've been working on it ever since. The first real major issues that I had, we were away at in a more suburb area, and we had, it was, my parents told me about ticks and how to be careful about ticks, and I got freaked out. I didn't want to get it. I didn't want to go outside. One of my family members got one, and I freaked out. I moved all the furniture to protect myself in a barricade, though obviously that wouldn't work. I had to go home early, and when we got back, more things started popping up. I was walking down the street with my mom, and I got afraid of a tree that I saw because I thought that it was poisonous. I couldn't go near rocks on the floor because I thought that it was poisonous. I couldn't
get cancer.
Yeah. It was a nightmare. It prevents me from doing a few things that I used to love to do.
Sleepovers.
It used to prevent me from sleepovers. Now I am currently afraid of water, so sometimes it prevents me from staying hydrated.
Tap water. No.
Tap water, not hot water.
water.
I only drink bottled water and boiled water. That cools down. But yeah, that's mostly it.
There was also had a hard time sleeping, getting to sleep.
Yeah.
Afraid of things that might attack her in the night. There were a lot of little things that would come and go sometimes I would say one thing you lost was sleep. Some nights not getting enough sleep.
And that was also what Mom and Dad lost, because she would make them stay with them, but she would
Until I
know
fell
when they
asleep.
would move.
They would have to lie in the bed with me, holding my hand until I fell asleep.
And she would
I'm
move
sorry.
if they moved. And if she woke up because of that, they would have to keep laying down. And she had to get a new mattress because it really hurt their back.
So there was sleep that was lost, and some your personal time. Certainly, little things like being late to school because you can't get out of the house, or you have to do an exposure on the way to school. So there's little things here and there, but definitely sleepovers for a long time. That was a big one for you. You try to take the power away from OCD and what the fear is. So in some ways, taking something that's scary and then making it stupid or silly or ridiculous takes the power from it, and that for Vanessa helped. And it's one of the things that still helps today, is just taking something, drawing it as scary as you make it, and then making it as silly or dumb or ridiculous as you can.
And also, when you're on a trip away from your parents, it really falls on siblings to help if you don't always feel comfortable with who you're staying with. So it's helpful to let the sibling know what's going to happen and what might happen, and that they should be able to help the sibling if they need it.
I kept it a secret for a very, very long time. I would only tell certain people, like 5 plus my family. I didn't talk to my family about it, but my family talked to other family about it.
But I couldn't.
Yeah, Charlotte couldn't. Charlotte had one friend that she was allowed to tell that she could talk to about it if something was really bad. I had maybe 3 to 5 people that knew. And then when I went to middle school, I kind of just didn't really care anymore. I didn't feel like it was that much of a secret, and I didn't feel like it needed to be.
Also unstuck.
Yeah, everybody knew my story from Unstuck. Like before that, I didn't really want to share it with anybody, but I did in the movie, and I just...
And you became more open about it.
Yeah, I did, and I'm glad I did because now I get to do things like this. I mean, I do ERP, which is exposure response therapy. So it's really, really, really hard to do certain things, especially when you get higher up on a hierarchy. But for me right now, treatment is a lot different than it used to be. I don't have the same type of worries as I did before. But I have so many people around me that support me. And I know that in the end, it'll all be all right. Other than family, things that helped me through treatment were like incentives. Like sometimes I needed that extra push in order to be able to do what scared me the most. I know I had I had a huge fear of chocolate mousse cake, which is really odd and irrational, but I thought that it would give me cancer, and it, by the way, it doesn't. And
I loved that because I got to eat chocolate mousse, and that was one of my favorite exposures that I did.
we would have chocolate mousse food fights and stuff like that.
So eventually she worked up to little incentives that were like, you can earn a few minutes of screen time or a download or something like that. And then there was always a big thing available. And eventually, she really wanted a kitten. And we said, okay, if you eat chocolate mousse and you sit with that, and then...
Yeah.
But we've seen
He's the
Pink,
best cat in the
and
world.
we've seen Katy
Pink
Perry.
was not that. We saw Lily Allen, Katy Perry, Taylor Swift, and me and Charlotte last year, we got new phones for
That was because
overcoming.
We also
That was hard for Charlotte because that was when I was afraid of her and she had to deal with it, and she was really brave about it. So she got a prize too.
But these aren't like little things that we just get because it
These
sounds
are like
so spoiled.
huge worries that I've
These
had
are like
for forever that
you just work up to, and you have to work to get these rewards. It's not just like one thing and you get the reward. It's a lot of work to get these certain rewards.
Some words of encouragement that I would give to other people dealing with the same things are, trust the people around you, friends, family, just people that you know can support you no matter what's going on. And also, just no matter what you're going through, know that you're strong enough to overcome your fears and that you can get through anything.
Resources like Peace of Mind are fantastic, and it's been wonderful for me over the last 5 years to see so much more content out there that's helpful for parents. A lot of things that I wanted 5 years ago are now out there, so I'm just thrilled that resources like this are here. More resources will be coming. More of the therapists that do the things that people need to hear are out there and sharing their approaches. So I think all people coming down the line will be in a much better place and get help sooner now that more people are taking action and resources. So we're just thankful that organizations like Peace of Mind exist.
And another thing is, even if you aren't able to come to conferences or something, it's really important for either if you have OCD or you're a sibling or a parent to meet people like around your age that you can relate to and talk about your struggles, whether it's OCD struggles or having someone with OCD in your life struggles. And that's really helpful because you feel like you're not alone, and that's really important.